Hey guys, how are you? So this will be a test on my sound here a little bit and see what things sound like. This is going to be my new studio, my new my prep room, manufacturing. So you're seeing a sneak peek here as I'm working on getting this done. We're hoping to paint this weekend, so we'll have things ready to move stuff in the next week, and hopefully I can get more content, more videos out for you, and hopefully they'll get better as time goes on, right? So this video I recorded yesterday, I just needed to kind of clarify a few things because I've seen this a couple times, and you know, it's a little irritating as a maker of a product to have somebody use that product incorrectly, and then possibly say they didn't like it, tell people they didn't like it, or give a bad review or something. So this video is going to just explain a little bit about how this individual failed with the ViperSharp and how you can avoid that. So stick around and check it out. Alright guys, I just felt like I had to do a video on this topic because I see this all too often. I've seen it a few times with people I've sent the kit to and how they use the system initially. And I've seen it, I think this is the second time I've seen it with a return. And so I just wanted to show you and kind of talk a little bit about proper usage of the ViperSharp. Now, I hope if you're buying this system that you've watched some videos and you've learned how to use it and you've researched it a little bit so you know how to use the system properly. So let's, and maybe I haven't done a very good job of getting videos out there. Maybe I need to do a few more to help clarify this. But let's just open this up. This is a return that I just got today, sold on Amazon. And the comment for return was just, I didn't like it. So let's open they retaped these stones together, and this one was just sitting in there. And so I just, I opened this up to take a look at it, and let's see, what is it that's going on with it. And I see this. Alright, you see that pattern? Now the first thing I noticed was the strop. Follows the same pattern. Alright, so a couple of things here that I want to mention, and maybe you've already noticed what's going on here, but the proper use of the ViperSharp is not simply a side-to-side movement. When you sharpen a knife, you want to use as much of the stone as you can. So we put the knife in there. This is not how you sharpen a knife. This is obviously the only thing that was done with this stone. See that pattern? Absolutely nothing worn on this stone at either end, and a side-to-side movement right there. Side-to-side movement that if you change the angle of that, you can see that it's even shining, so it was used dry and incorrectly. So you see that on this stone as well. Side-to-side. Side to side, the middle of the stone. That's all he did, even with the strop, and chewed up the strop, so he's going into the blade. Wow. All right. So how do we use this? You want to use the top of the stone all the way down to the bottom of the stone. With a diamond, we're going to use a little bit of oil. The oil helps pull the filings away from the stone so that it can continue to cut, and cleans off all of that metal. You're going to set this lock ring so that it's allowing the full use of the stone. So we want it to be set. I'll come in close and show you that. So you want to use as much of that stone as possible. So we're going to loosen that so that in the middle of the blade, we're not falling in front. Now the reason is that's there is to keep it from damaging the blade. This one is a blade that is severely damaged that I'm working on for my neighbor. All right, and we lock it in right there. So that allows you to move side to side, but use as much of that stone as possible. So it's not just a side-to-side movement. This is not the way you should sharpen. What we want to do is go up. So we'll start down here perhaps, go up with the stone. So we're using this forward motion while we're moving along the blade. So we start at the top of the stone here. By the time we get over here to the tip of the blade, we're at the base of the stone. That's the way it should be used. Now, not only that, but if you are reprofiling, then you're going to be doing a lot of this back and forth where you're using the entire stone, right? You're going to be using that whole stone from top to bottom. That's the way the stone should be used. Anytime you're sharpening a knife, even if you're doing hand sharpening, I mean, are you going to go like this? I hope that's not how this guy hand sharpens his blades, because that is not how you sharpen a blade. You would start here and go down, right? Or start here and go up. That's the way you sharpen a knife. So please use it correctly if you're going to use it. Other things that I noticed, this will probably clean off real well. With these stones, the ceramic stones or vitrified aluminum oxide stones, silica carbide, these stones, you should use water. Because if you ever use oil on these, you always have to use oil. It'll never take water, and it'll clean. These will clean better and work better with water. So these stones, you should always soak them for 10 to 15 minutes or so, and then use water periodically throughout the sharpening process to keep the stone clean, to remove the metal filings off of the stone and pull it out of the pores of the stone, and to allow continued sharpening effectively. With the diamond, as I've mentioned, you want to use oil, and what we sell is just a light mineral oil. It's food safe, it's odorless, and a very good honing oil. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is with the strop, when you put a strop on, always pull away from the blade. Never side to side, always the back of the blade pulling to the top. I'm sorry, the back of the strop pulling down to the top. That's the way that should be used, like that. Never against the blade, of course, you're going to cut the material. Never side to side. Side to side movement should never, ever be used in sharpening a knife, whether you're doing it by hand or using a sharpening system. So there's your public service announcement for today. I hope that helps clarify for those who weren't aware. And hey, if you think I need to get some more videos up on some of these beginning learning tips or something, well, comment and let me know. Have a great day, guys.